morning children. I am Swaruparani, School Assistant Arts, JPSS, Idalapuspalli, Maupal. Today we are going to learn about the Indian rivers and water resources. This lesson, 10th class social studies, Indian rivers and water resources. Indian rivers and water resources. See, first of all we will see physiographic units of India is divided into three parts. Physiographic units of India is divided into three parts. The one is the Himalayas, the second one is the Peninsular Plateau, and third one is Indo-Gangetic Plain. See, we will see the drainage system of India. Today we will learn the drainage system of India. The drainage system of India is divided into two categories. The one is the Himalayan river system and the second one is the Peninsular river system. Okay. The drainage system of India is divided into two categories. One is Himalayan river system and the second one is the Peninsular river system. Now we will go to the Himalayan river system. The Himalayan rivers are called perennial rivers. Do you know what is the meaning of perennial rivers, children? The perennial rivers are nothing but the rivers flow 365 days. Means we can see water in 365 days. We can see. Means from where they are getting water. Generally in rainy season all the rivers will be flowing. Then what about the other season? In other seasons also the water will be flowing in perennial rivers. What are the source of the water? What are the source of rivers? In perennial rivers, no, in rainy season, due to rainfall, they will get water into the river. Okay, and in some other seasons, take it in summer season or winter season. From where they are getting water? These rivers, they are getting water. From where they are getting the water? See, in summer season and winter season, the Himalayas are covered with, the Himalayan mountains are covered with snow. So the snow melts. So the snow melts, due to that the water will be flowing into these rivers. Okay, so that we can see 365 days water. Now we will see the perennial rivers, means the Himalayan river system. The Himalayan river system, we can see three main rivers. One is the Indus, the second one is the Ganga, and the third one is the Brahmaputra. We can see the three main rivers. See, now we will go to the Indus. Indus, the river Indus. It originates from Kailash range. It originates from Kailash range. Means it originates from Tibet, Kailash range, and ends in Arabian Sea. Means this Indus flows towards the west. Where is the Arabian Sea located? Arabian Sea is located in west. Okay, so it flows towards the Arabian Sea. And next, this river, this Indus, flows in India and Pakistan. In two countries we can see. It flows in two countries, that is one is in India and second one is the Pakistan. And the Indus river, it has tributaries. How many tributaries has? It has 5 tributaries. One is Jhelum, second one is Chenab, third one Ravi, fourth one Beas, and fifth one Sutlej. Okay children, how many tributaries for Indus? The Indus river has 5 tributaries. Okay, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Sutlej. Now second one we will see, second river, that is the Ganga. Okay, the Ganga is Bhagirathi and Alaknanda join at Devaprayaga. Okay, Bhagirathi and Alaknanda. These two are glaciers. I think you might have known about glaciers. In 9th class you have Bhagirathi and Alaknanda join at the place, which place? Devaprayaga. From Devaprayaga the Bhagirathi and Alkananda joined at Devaprayaga to form the Ganga. Means it starts from there. The Ganga river starts from Devaprayaga. Okay? Are you clear now? It ends in Bay of Bengal. Means the Ganga is flowing towards east. Here the Indus is flowing towards west, but the Ganga is flowing towards east. It flows in UP. UP means Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, Bihar and West Bengal. Okay? This Ganga river is flowing in 4 states. What are those states? Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar and West Bengal. Are you clear? Then, what are the tributaries of Ganga? The tributaries of Ganga are Yamuna, Gandak, Gagra, Betwa, Kosi and Son. It has how many tributaries? 6 tributaries. For Indus, we are seeing 5. Whereas for Ganga, 6. Yamuna, Gandak, Gagra, Betwa, Kosi, Son and Son. These 6 are tributaries to Ganga. And then we will see the third river. That is the Brahmaputra. Okay? Brahmaputra. It originates from Chimanian Dung. Okay? That is also a glacier. Okay? And it ends to Bay of Bengal. Means this Brahmaputra also flowing towards where? Where it is flowing towards east. Okay? Ganga is flowing towards east, whereas Brahmaputra also flowing east. Okay? And it is joining in Bay of Bengal. Okay? It flows northeastern states. I think in 9th class you might have learned about northeastern states. So it flows northeastern state towards northeastern states. Then tributaries of Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra has only 2 tributaries. Those are Dibang and Lohit. Dibang and Lohit. Are you clear now? See how many rivers, major rivers are there in Himalayan river system? 3. That is one Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. And Indus is flowing towards west, whereas Ganga and Brahmaputra is flowing towards east. Okay? Are you clear now? Next we will go to which rivers, which system? The peninsular river system. We will see the peninsular river system. In peninsular river system, these rivers are non-perennial rivers. Non-perennial rivers means we can see water in rainy season only. In other seasons we can't see water. Maybe, may not be. If waterfall is there, the water will be flowing. If waterfall is not there, means in rainy season only it flows. Okay, these rivers. So in 365 days we can't see the water in these rivers. Okay, what are those rivers in peninsular river system? We can see main 6 rivers. That is, one is Godavari, and second one is Krishna, third one is Mahanadi, fourth one is Narmada, fifth one is Tapati, and sixth one is Kaveri. 6 rivers. These 6 rivers are called peninsular rivers. Okay. Then we will see the in detail. The peninsular river system. Number 1 is Godavari. It originates from Nasik, Trayambak. Okay, Nasik, Trayambak. That means that birthplace. That is in where? In which state is that? In Maharashtra. Okay, it is in Maharashtra. Okay, it also flows towards east. Means it also flows towards west. This Bay of Bengal. Okay. In which areas it flows? Means it flows in Telangana and AP. Major part in Telangana, minor part in AP. This is the largest. The Godavari is known as largest peninsular river. Okay, in peninsular river, the Godavari is the largest peninsular river. And second one is Krishna. Krishna river. This is the second largest. This is the second largest river in peninsular river system. Krishna is also, it originates from near Mahabaleshwar. Where it originates? Near Mahabaleshwar. Ends in Bay of Bengal. Means same thing. Godavari flows towards east, whereas Krishna also flows towards east, and it flows towards which place? Bay of Bengal. It flows in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana and AP. Means it covers 4 states. Okay, it is flowing in 4 states. Means in Maharashtra, and then second Karnataka, and then Telangana, and last one is AP. Okay, in near AP, it meets the Bay of Bengal. Okay. Next, third one is Kaveri. Kaveri. It originates from where it originates? Hills of Coorg. Where is Coorg? It is in Karnataka. It is in Karnataka. So ends in Bay of Bengal. Same thing. It is flowing towards the east. Yeah, in which states it is flowing? It flows in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It is flowing in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. This is Kaveri. And these see children, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. These three rivers, actually their birthplace is Western Ghats. Okay, they are starting from Western Ghats. Maybe places are different, areas are different, but these three are starting from Western Ghats. Do you know? We are having Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. So in Western Ghats, their birthplace maybe their birthplace is Western Ghats. And then fourth one is Mahanadi. It originates from Shivaha. Where? Sorry. Shihava. It flows. It is starting from Shihava. Ends in Bay of Bengal. It flows in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Orissa. Okay. It flows in Jharkhand state, Chhattisgarh state and Orissa states. Means it is covering 3 states. Mahanadi is covering 3 states. And next we will go to Narmada. Okay. It also flows which direction? East only. It is also flowing towards east. Next we will go to Narmada. Narmada, it originates from Amarkantak hills in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Its birthplace, that is its birthplace. Ends in Arabian Sea. Means now it is flowing towards west. Okay. These 4 rivers, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, these four rivers known as east flowing rivers, and whereas Narmada is known as it is flowing west flowing river. It flows in MP and Maharashtra. Maybe Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Means it is covering 2 states, MP and Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. And last one is Tapati. It is also known as west flowing river. It originates from Bettul. Okay, Bettul. And it flows in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. It is also covering 2 states. Now we will see the important points for objective type. Godavari is the largest peninsular river, and Krishna is the second largest peninsular river. These are non-perennial rivers. Okay. Now, did you understand how many perennial rivers are there and non-perennial rivers are there? Okay. Children, did you understand? Just I gave you just outline of the lesson. In next class, we will see in detail. Okay, in which areas, in which states, in where it starts and where it ends. I think we cover half of the portion. Okay, in next lesson we will go in detail. Okay, thank you.